number 17.
He sure does, and he was the quickest car in his qualifying run tonight. So a good return for Scorzelli. He was very quick in qualifying. Ricard has been very consistent too in his quest to run up front. So let's see what's going to happen. Lights are off on the safety vehicle provided by Whelen Engineering. First name in light sirens and safety services. 30 laps will tell the story. Michael Bennett is the point leader. Tommy Byrne has won more events than anyone in the class in 2015. Let's see what's going to happen as we start to stir the drink as they head off turn number 4. The green is out, and it is Rich Hammond in command to the bottom of turn 1.
And he is on top of the wheel to get the advantage, but Michael Ray in car number 42, he is looking to dart underneath the 77 of Ricard. Also, Tommy Butler off to a good start, and behind him, Josh Wood is making some noise.
Sure is. They come off the turn like a gaggle of geese back to the line. There's no question about it. Butler now moves into the 4th spot with car number 4. Meanwhile, side-by-side racing, all of a sudden, Gambacorta does a little stutter step. Tom Fern takes advantage of that, and now Michael Bennett is there. Back up front, here comes Ray as they come off turn number 4, but Hammond is still your leader.
But Hammond has a bullseye on his back. Let's see what Ray can do. Almost was able to scamper underneath him the last time. Josh Wood, he's got the crowbar out as he tries to jackhammer his way underneath Tommy Butler.
There's no question about it. Butler is strong tonight. Wood is equally as impressive. Here comes the challenge at the point. It is David Ray and Hammond in a side-by-side battle up front.
And Ray having some leverage, but having some power. Coming off the corner is Rich Hammond. A lot of people have been in that number 28 car. Nobody's gotten the success that Hammond has had. But now here comes Ray as he is on the verge of Pinocchioing his way into the lead.
There's no question about it. It is a dogfight battle up front. And Matt, you called it best when you said that Josh Wood has been in the last 3 outings a contender in the early laps of the event. Deja vu, he's in second, going for the lead as Ray is the brand new leader, and things are starting to get racy at the point as Hammond gets shuffled on the outside. Butler and Fern are coming to the front. Throw a little Bennett and Ricard in the action, and you've got the front pack of cars.
And you have to throw a lot of Josh Wood in the action as he's taking over the lead on lap number 5. Look at Bennett as he's able to whirly-bird his way underneath Ricard, and the Magnum has pulled the trigger and has picked up a position. He is now into the top 6.
There's no question about it. He continues to make his presence known. Side by side for second. Butler, the mean green machine, is mean tonight. It moves into second. Here comes Fern. Here comes Bennett. He's all over Ray, who currently sets in the 4th spot. Back off turn number 4, 7 of 30. Now into the record books, and it is still the Josh Wood machine in command. Fastest car on the racetrack is Wood, 21.272. Here comes Bennett again. He puts another bullet in the chamber, fires, and it is Bennett up to 4.
Boy, he was able to clothesline his way underneath that number 42 car, so Bennett is definitely a factor. Here comes Fern. He bandwagons his way underneath Tommy Butler, and now the script is the same as it's been for the last 2 weeks. Wood in front, Tommy Fern in second, and I think the wild card in the equation, Ben, Michael Bennett looks quick enough to join the top 2.
Michael Bennett turned the fastest lap of the race, the last circuit by, as he is now, trouble, Butler goes around. Bennett pulls off the Timex timely move of the event, and look at Butler. He continues to go in forward motion, and it looks like we might remain under green, or will it be a yellow?
And it looks like that car has just about come to a stop on the backstretch, and now the yellow comes out. And what a masterful move by Michael Bennett.
Is in the 4th spot, and during 2015 we haven't given enough credit to the driver of car number 32 for Kevin Gambacorta, because he has been quiet but there each and every Friday night.
Yeah, he's always around. He's always in the upper contingent of cars.
Yes.
So, in a sport that rewards consistency, it is Gambacorta who's been very consistent. And Josh Wood looking to get off the mark. Josh Wood wants to become a police officer, so he is looking to get to a pretty good getaway against car number 92.
And it would be appropriate on a first responders night.
Yes, it would be. I didn't think of that.
Yes. So let's see if
Ben always one step ahead of me again. We'll see if Josh Wood can respond.
Let's see what's going to happen. We're about ready to get it fired back up. 9 of 30 as we're about to go back to green.
And the battle is set between Wood and Fern. They come scrambling across the line, and it's Josh Wood to reassert himself into the lead. But here comes Fern making a bold move to the outside.
While Fern makes the move to the outside, Bennett becomes the tail that wags the dog. Down the back straightaway, here comes Ray, here comes Gamba Corda. This is a barn burner as they come off turn number 4. The heat is on, and here comes Tommy Fern. He makes his presence known. Slick shot move to the inside. Here's Michael Bennett. It's not over with yet. 3 cars contending at the point. Fern is sideways. Josh is back into the lead as Bennett settles for 3rd.
Boy, he found some power on the backstretch, but the car gets sideways. Can he keep it together? Can he keep it in front? Dead even with Tommy Fern as they barrel into the first corner.
The Achilles heel of Tommy Fern. Oh boy, we've got cars around off turn number 4, and everybody scrambles, and the caution comes out as Fern just, well, did the quick leap.
On this 4 car for Tom Butler, a tough break. He's been driving really well the last few weeks, but just wrong place at the wrong time in the first incident, and then not getting any better. He's now down in the way, see if he can make up some ground. Still a lot of time.
Sure does. He's got the time, and he certainly has the ability. Lights are off on the safety vehicle at the point. Tommy Fern is shown in position 1 on the scoreboard. Josh Wood settles into 2nd on the restart. Second row is going to be made up of the 16, the point leader of Bennett, and then it's going to be the Ray machine, then Gamba Corda and Scorzelli. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready. They thunder full-bodied style. Back to the stripe. The green is out, and Fern has a slight advantage, but by the time they get to the bottom of turn 1, they're pretty much even. Fern still in command. Josh Wood is there. Here comes Michael Bennett, the Magnum, as Wood tries to shake off Bennett. Ray is there, and so isn't Gamba Corda. Meanwhile, they come off turn number 4. Michael Bennett leans on Wood just a bit, lets him know he's there as they rumble to the bottom of turn 1. Bennett, the Magnum, is up to 2nd, and Chase Bennett's race car is looking racy at the front of the field. David Ray still in the 4th spot. Gamba Corda for 5. Scorzelli for the 6th position. Here's the battle of 2015. Tommy Fern and Michael Bennett. Fern has won more races, but Bennett has maintained the point lead. Bennett is all over him as he thunders off turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. 13 up of 30. We're still shy in the halfway marker in this event. Bennett reels him in. Fern guards the spot. Bennett puts the nose under the back end of the Fern car. They are okay and down into turn 1. Further back in the field, Ricard also in a heated battle with the number 04 car as Butler's coming back to the front of the field. This time, halfway marker is out. Fern knows that Bennett's strong point. They come together. They touch the top 4 cars. Back to the stripe. They settle in. They give a little break to each other, and they are still back into formation. Leader is still Fern. Bennett is still 2nd. It is still Wood in the 3rd spot, and Matt Ray is up to the top 4. It was almost a chain reaction at the point, Matt, but still, it's the battle of the night as 16 laps now appear in this 30-lap event.
And Tom Fern knows one thing. He has to protect the bottom because that is where Michael Bennett wants to make the move, as Bennett is looking for some elbow room underneath the 92.
There's no question about it. Fern is in the dominant car up front, but Michael Bennett is all over him. Lap after lap, it is going to be right to the wire in this one. Wood continues to settle in for 3rd, and then it's Ray in the 4th spot, and now it appears that Scott Cook is down on pit road. He is back behind the wall. Even this time, when they come off turn number 4, it seems that the strongest spot on the racetrack, Matt, for Bennett is between 3 and 4, but when you get down to 1 and 2, it appears that Fern seems to have a slight edge there.
But that time, Bennett did a good job staying with Fern through the 1 and 2 corners. Now they go to the opposite end of the track. Here comes Bennett. This is his power portion of the speedway, and Fern is able to hold him off.
19 laps now complete. The leader is still Tom Fern. He hasn't given up anything. Last time by, Fern's time was a 21:376. And the Bennett's machine time was a 21:395. Single file. They come off turn number 4. It's still a long way to go. 20 circuits of 30. And Fern is still guarding the spot and holding on, but he continues to set a blistering pace at the point. Bennett is still in second. Things are really starting to settle in now. Scorzelli is now up among the top 6 cars.
And he is behind Kevin Gambacorta. One thing we learned earlier this year in the 50-lapper, Michael Bennett is capable of come from behind finishes, and he knows how to make his car last to go the distance. And that's something Tom Fern has to worry about, because Michael Bennett is not disappearing.
He certainly is not. He is almost there. You could put a piece of paper between the front bumper and the back bumper of the Fern and the Bennett machine in turns 3 and 4. But now Fern seems to settle back in and start to pull away a bit from Bennett. Is Bennett's strategy to let him run with it, repair, regroup, and then go for the gusto? 22 of 30, now make it 23 as they come back to turn 1.
As Michael Bennett knows, he only has to lead for 1 lap. So he continues to pursue the number 92 car. Josh Wood is still in 3rd. Good run for Gambacorta as usual. He is in 5th, trailing Michael Ray. Then it's Scorzelli, Ricard, Butler, and Hammond. But the man in the spotlight, as he has already been for 9 times this season, is Tom Fern, and it looks like Bennett might have a little extra juice.
It certainly does as they continue. The high 5 is being displayed from the starter stand. 5 circuits to go. If anyone's saving anything, and that would be hard to believe, but it might be the case, the final 5. Fern continues to hold on at the front of the class. Bennett is trying everything, different strategy every time by, working that race car. He'll close up the gap. He's almost there, but not quite enough. Look at the ground that he gains in turn 3. But off turn 4, Fern will pull away again.
Bennett all over Fern like surround sound as they go into turn number 1. Wood having a tremendous run, and things are tightening up for 4th and 5th between Michael Ray and Kevin Gambacorta, but the action is at the front. The straw that stirs the drink is Tommy Fern, but leading, trailing by about a fingernail is Michael Bennett.
It's come down to the wire in this one. 27 laps up on the big board. If anyone saved anything, they've got to show it now. And Fern starts to pull away from Michael Bennett. Bennett again shuts the door rather impressively. He is there, but there is 2 circuits to go. 1 mile left for bragging rights. Will it be 10 victories for Fern? Will it be 1 step closer for a title for Michael Bennett? Down into turn number 3. It is still Fern the leader, and Bennett is right there.
Here it is, the last hurrah for Bennett. He is able to erase some of the advantage for Fern, but Fern is still in command heading into the final lap.
Down into turn number 1, final time. Tom Fern looks for his 10th victory. Down the back straightaway, Michael Bennett, the Magnum, has been close, but close isn't good enough. He reels him in for 1 more time. They come off turn number 4, win number 10. Tommy Fern has done it again. Michael Bennett will finish in 2nd. Joshua Wood to finish in the 3rd spot. And rounding out the top 4 will be Kevin Gambacorta.